Welcome back to Gear Check Games. This is episode 22 of our Kingdom Hearts 1.5 for the PS4 playthrough.
And we could not be more excited to be here, as you can clearly tell by Trey's demonstrated enthusiasm.
Yes. I love how pronounced Phil's butt cheeks are.
I love how your camera work unintentionally synced up with your speech, so it was like you were making a vlog where you stared at.
But you don't think he practiced that for like hours before recording?
No, he was making one of those old Halo videos where they like bob the characters' heads up and down to make them look like they're talking.
I'll be the first to tell you that no practice was done in the filming of this playthrough.
Wait, I just remembered in Kingdom Hearts 3 they added that like selfie camera, didn't they?
Yeah.
Can you do the thing like in Wind Waker HD where you make him look like he's talking?
I don't remember. I think his face freezes in like a frame.
The thing that I never demonstrated in my 42 episode Let's Play.
Oh yeah, isn't this one of the first times we fought the little purple mushroom guys?
I think so.
I believe so.
No, I think you fought him once before, like in the
no, Deep Jungle was the white shrooms. Like the.
Oh right, you fought them inside the Cave of Wonders.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and there were a couple in like the one of the rooms in the Agrabah city.
Is it just me, or does the sped up music remind anyone else of The Entertainer?
I've not seen The Entertainer.
Trey, you should replace the music with The Entertainer for the final episode.
Yes.
But don't do that because we get a copyright claim.
Isn't it public domain? Whatever. Yeah.
I don't know. Can't be too careful these days.
I sped through the gauntlet so I could get to the real meat and potatoes of this Phil Cup. Is this Phil Cup?
Clobbering Yuffie senseless with a metal key.
While avoiding man with big sword.
This fight may be the meat and potatoes, but Yuffie herself is the creme brulee.
Hey.
That's a very, very strange
Leon
reference.
is the meat and Yuffie is the potatoes.
I feel like you kind of have to focus on Yuffie first here, because as I on my like side playthrough, I had to attempt this cup several times because I kept running into the issue of like I didn't have enough items to like heal myself because I was playing on proud mode. But like every time you actually no, what was the problem I was having? I think it was that Donald and Goofy were getting knocked out too quickly, so they couldn't serve as like bait for Leon. So I kept getting hit by Leon while I was trying to take out Yuffie. And whenever I had to like step back to heal myself, I would just like she would do the same. Yeah, there you go. So what I ended up having to do is save a mega elixir for the beginning of the battle and heal Donald and Goofy like so that they could, like distract Leon while I go after Yuffie. Can't imagine what that's going to be like on the Sora alone version. Because yes, I don't know if we've mentioned this yet, but you can retry any cup you've completed with Sora just by himself.
I love this.
It's so pixelated.
What font? I love it's 12-point Arial scaled up to the center of the screen.
Fair enough.
That's Trey's amateur editing work at work.
You could have just selected the 58 or the 48-point option.
All right, let's hit Leon this time. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm switching up my strat.
Sweet rave party, baby.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite skills. That's the one you get from Cloud. And I spammed the shit out of it because I was so done. Because you have to do the entire gauntlet again to get back to them.
Yeah. Also, I feel like Yuffie's shuriken come out a little too fast for you to be able to block them.
Yeah.
Alright.
Unless you're like keeping a very close eye on her to the point where you can anticipate it.
Well, blocking the little ones is like the key strategy to beating her.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to
God, they're both focusing on me.
I was gonna say my favorite part about this battle is just like the tiny dinky little, like, way too slow shurikens that Yuffie throws out. It's like a little bumblebee flying at you.
Uh-huh. With murder in its eyes.
So that
Calamitous
little
intent.
I love she just uses a shuriken as a knife to shank you.
Yeah. Well, things are getting
Just
pretty
like-
desperate on her end.
you have like 9 of them stuck in your back, and she's like, "It's acupuncture."
It's like an archer that someone got too close and he just starts stabbing at the dude with an arrow.
Uh-oh.
I
Is
mean,
this how it's gonna
not to get too far into the weeds of the future of this franchise, but there is a character later on who has a weapon that serves adequately as a throwing star and a stabby knife.
Oh
I thought you were
yeah.
gonna say there was like a character in a later game that literally just stabs people with an arrow.
Isn't that Red Hair McGee?
No, it's yellow hair.
His name is Horace Horsecollar.
His name is
Horace Collar, the 14th member of Organization 13.
Horxus.
Horse.
So yeah, he's gone full anime, and he's got a power up. Now his sword is bigger.
love the animation of him just like subtly hopping with his sword, but yeah, like that. Like he doesn't do anything with his arms. He just hops, and suddenly he's 6 feet in the air.
Yeah. So here we see the first example of what a lot of these like optional bosses in these games like to do. Just when you're at your wit's end, like, and you think, "Oh, I'm finally gonna beat him this time." He's like, "Oh, now my sword is suddenly 15 feet long and has a giant like attack radius."
This boss fight is literally Ornstein and Smo.
I understood that reference.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Luffy goes down, she's just like knocked unconscious, and then suddenly from off camera, Leon just like smashes her with his sword,
Now, Dan,
absorbs her power.
you've been maybe during the lock-in watching too much One Piece, because that's most certainly Yuffie.
Yeah, you Monkey D. Yuffie.
Monkey D. Yuffie.
Don't you know? Do you even watch Animu?
My God. I cannot imagine her with stretchy arms.
She's made of rubber. How did that happen?
Stretch arm Yuffie.
Oh God.
Yo ho ho! She took.
I'm a little preemptive here, but in preparation for the next world we'll be visiting, I actually rewatched The Little Mermaid recently,
He just
and
missed.
everyone in that movie is made of rubber.
How did that
It's
happen?
almost kind of
But,
distracting.
I imagine that if Yuffie ate the Gomu Gomu fruit, she would become a much more effective materia thief.
She stole the Gomu Gomu materia.
Gomu Gomu no materia.
It goes in the weapon and it never comes out because it's just too sticky.
It just makes your sword limp and rubbery.
It
He's
turns
like, "On
any
guard!"
weapon.
and it just pathetically droops down. Like a
But
slide
it's,
whistle noise.
But it is so dense it sinks like a stone. Like the people who don't start swimming in The Times They Are Changin' by Bob Dylan.
So I was very excited because
Thank God that's over.
The reason this episode is all of that is because I was quite livid when they struck me down, but I did it. I had to defend my pride and my honor.
Oh wow, a short episode, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This might be the shortest GCG video yet. But it was worth it.
I guess we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, it's time to get wet.
See.
See you there.
Bye.
Bye.